Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast on YouTube. And what I got here is two issues of Swamp Thing. I got Essential Vertigo, Swamp Thing number 3, which reprints. So I got Swamp Thing 23. And I got Swamp Thing 137. So let's start this Essential. Now what this was is, when did these start coming out? 97, okay. They were reprinting, they started with the Moore run. So this is Alan Moore, Stephen Bissett, John Tottlebaum. The issue with it is, and I don't know why they did this, they're in black and white. I never got that because they were charging $1.95, which is about what comics from Vertigo cost back then. And the artwork looks really cool in black and white. I mean, it really does. Stephen Bissett's such a damn good artist. And John Tottlebaum is too. John Tottlebaum, if I remember right, did some work on Miracle Man, Marvel Man, whatever you want to call it. It's like the third issue of the Moore run. I've read most of the Moore run. There's pieces here and there. I like towards the end of his run, I kind of missed some stuff. And one thing I want to settle real quick is I see these clickbait articles and videos all over the internet about, you know, top 10 comic movies that ignore the source material. And they talk about the Swamp Thing movie by Wes Craven, and they talk about it. Well, it didn't follow the Alan Moore run. Motherfuckers, that came out before the Alan Moore run. That movie is the reason the Alan Moore run happened. DC knew the movie was coming out. Oh, we got to get a Swamp Thing title on the shelves. So they created Saga of the Swamp Thing. That was not doing good. It was probably one of the lowest selling titles DC was putting out. When DC started talking to Alan Moore, they asked him to pick anything he wanted. And he picked Swamp Thing because it was so low selling. You could get away with pretty much anything he wanted. So let's get that fallacy out of the way. That has nothing. The Floric? Man, yes it is. But that's why, you know, didn't follow it. But it wasn't for that movie. Look at this. Look at this fucking amazing artwork. And this was such a good series. I really need to just sit down and reread it. I've got most of them in some kind of reprint or original form, and then I'll be honest, I got scans of the nice hardcover. I don't own but the first one. Now this is issue 137, November 93. So this is 4 years before that came out. This is by Collins, Braun, and DeMolder. Look at this really cool cover. Now, Collins is Nancy A. Collins. And this is the beginning of Swamp Thing being part of the Vertigo line. Vertigo just started, and look. Black Orchid, The Extremist, Sandman, Hellblazer, Sandman Mystery Theater, Kid Eternity, Animal Man, Doom Patrol, Shade the Changer Man, Swamp Thing, Jonah Hex, Two Gun Mojo, Enigma, the last one's Sandman, The Game of You, which is just a trade, and Skin Graft. I've read Skin Graft, read Black Orchid, read Sandman, of course, read Hellblazer off and on, Sandman Mystery Theater, read Kid Eternity, I got almost a full run of that, Animal Man, I've got a full run, Doom Patrol, I've got almost a full run, Shade, I've read a little of, Swamp Thing, of course, Jonah Hex, I've read, I got a couple issues of Enigma. There's Abby. Let's see. Okay. Nancy A. Collins, who was a pretty well-known horror writer at the time, horror novelist. Russell Braun, Kim DeMolder, Tatjana Wood, Tim Harkins, John Costanza, Stuart Moore. Okay, this is before Karen Berger took over. And this is on better paper than this. I like this. This is I always refer to as Vertigo paper because their trades and everything had this on there. Aerosmith, yeah. And I have not read so far of this first, well, this is actually the second volume, but the Saga Swamp Thing volume, which, do they list this as volume 1? No, they don't. I've not read a bad issue from it yet. No matter who's on it, it's always pretty entertaining. In fact, Mark Millar, who gets shit on for some reason nowadays, wrote a pretty good run on this. It's just it was toward the. There's Constantine. I love fucking John Constantine. Old Hellblazer. Great character. I wish that show had lasted. But I kind of knew, I had a feeling when it came out that the NBC was not behind it because they put it on Friday nights. And the only people I really knew I was watching it was myself, a friend of mine, and then another friend of mine I talked into watching after it had been on for a little bit. Hardly nobody was watching it. You know, decent artwork, good stories. You know, a lot of writing, a lot of panels. This, even in the image explosion, this was not being affected by that. Vertigo can strike at any time. And All the different tiles you subscribe to. I like this. You get signature required to certify the subscriber is 18 years or older. Because remember when I first subscribed to Sandman, I was under 18. I had to get my mother to subscribe to it for me. Bayou Rhythms. Okay, that's kind of a neat name for the damn letter page. Any well-known letter hacks in this? No. But yeah, fucking Swamp Thing Demolition. You know, just two shit. I've got more than this. A Swamp Thing. This is just the two I just found. You get through a box, but yeah. And I do like that. At least as far as I've read in the Swamp Thing run, and I've not read the last couple of issues. I've read some of Mark Millar run, but not all of it. They kept building on what Alan Moore had created. Well, that was good. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed this, remember, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.